children, welcome back. Here in this session, we are going to discuss the last part of the second lesson, that is, third part of digestion and the role of microbes. Our body are pretty amazing day after day. They work hard digesting food, pumping blood, oxygen and sending signal from our brain and much more things. But there is a group of tiny invaders that can make our body sick. They are called germs. What are they called? Germs. Some kids may think that germs are bugs or cooties or other gross stuff. Actually, germs are very tiny organisms or living things that can cause disease. Germs are so small and sneaky that they creep into our body without being noticed. In fact, germs are so tiny that you need to use a microscope to see them. When they get in our body, we don't know what hit us until we have symptoms that say we have been attacked. I hope you all understood what is the topic that we are going to discuss now. Yes, it's microbes. Germs are found all over the world in all kinds of places. The four major types of germs are bacteria, viruses, fungi or fungi and protozoa. They can invade plants, animals and people, and sometimes they can make us sick. Bacteria are tiny one-cell creatures that get nutrients from their environments in order to live. In some cases, that environment is a human body. Bacteria can reproduce outside of the body or within a body as they cause infection. Some infections that bacteria can cause include ear infection, sore throats, cavities and pneumonia. But not all bacteria are bad. Some bacteria are good for our bodies. They help keep things in balance. Good bacteria live in our intestine and help us use the nutrients in the food we eat and make waste from what left over. We could not make the most of a healthy meal without these important helper germs. Some bacteria are also used by scientists in lab to produce medicines and vaccines. Viruses need to be inside living cell to grow and reproduce. Most viruses cannot survive very long if they are not inside a living thing like a plant, animal or human being. Whatever a virus lives is called its host. When viruses get inside people's body, they can spread and make people sick. Like coronavirus. Viruses cause chickenpox, measles, flu, corona and many other diseases. Because some viruses can live for a short time on something like a doorknob or countertop, so be sure to wash your hands regularly. Fungi or fungi are multi-celled. Multi-celled means made of many cells. Fungi are made of many cells, plants-like organism. Unlike other plants, fungi cannot make their own food from soil, water and air. Instead, fungi get their nutrients from plants people and animals. They love to live in damp, warm places, and many fungi are not dangerous in healthy people. And examples of something caused by fungi is athlete foot, that itchy rashes that teens and adults sometimes get between their toes. Protozoa. Protozoa are one-cell organisms that love moisture and often spread diseases through water. Some protozoa causes intestinal infection that led to dysentery, malaria, or food poisoning. What do germs do, children? Once germs invade our bodies, they snuggle in for a long stay. They gobble up nutrition and energy and can produce toxins, which are proteins that act like poison. Those toxins can cause symptoms of common infections like fever, rashes, coughing, vomiting, and dehydration. How do doctors figure out what germs are doing? They take a closer look by looking at samples of blood, urine, and other fluid under a microscope, or sending those samples to a laboratory for more tests. Doctors can tell which germs are living in your body and how they are making you sick. How can you protect yourself from all these types of germs, children? Most germs are spread through in air, in sneezes, coughs, or even breathe. Germs can also spread in sweat, saliva, and blood too. Some pass from person to person by touching something that is contaminated, like shaking hands with someone who has a cold and then touching your own eyes or nose. Steering clear of these things that can spread germs is the best way to protect yourself. And that means hand wash. Remember the words that germs fear: soap and water. Washing your hands well and often is the best way to beat these tiny warriors. Wash your hands every time you cough or sneeze, before you eat or prepare food, after you use the bathroom, after you touch any animals and pets, after you play outside, and after you visit a sick relative or friend. Remember, you must wash your hands with soap and water very well. There is a right way to wash your hand. Use warm water and soap and rub your hand together for at least 15 seconds, which is about how long it takes to sing Happy Birthday to you. Yes, cover your nose and mouth when you sneeze, and cover your mouth when you cough to keep from spreading germs. So if you have a cough, it is best to do it in your elbow, so you are not contaminating your hands. Using tissues for your sneeze and sniffles is another great weapon against germs. But don't just throw tissue on the floor to pick up later. Toss them in the trash and again wash your hands. Another way to fight and prevent infection is to make sure you get all the routines, immunization from your doctor. No one likes to get shot, but these help keep your immune system strong and prepared to battle germs. You can also keep your immune system strong and healthy by eating well, exercising regularly, and getting good sleep. All this will help you to be prepared to fight germs that cause illness. Now that you know the fact about germs, you may still pick up a cough or a cold once in a while, but you will be ready to keep most of these invading germs from moving in. How can you keep these away? As we have learnt in the lesson. Hope you all understood the lesson, children. Now children, I have a question to you, that where do we find these microbes? Find this answer and let me know in the class. Let's meet in the next session, children, with a new topic. Take care of yourself, children.